Welcome, guys. This is part 4 of this question 6 for the OneNote question that was written in June 2025. So this should be our last part. I'm going to be answering from question 6.8 up to the end. So thank you for sticking around. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, I'd like to request you to please subscribe to the channel and also press the bell icon so that you will be able to be notified whenever new videos are posted. So if you are really enjoying and learning from these videos, I would like to encourage you to subscribe because there is a lot more videos that are coming with for each and every examination. We are going to try and cover as much as we can to help you understand these concepts and also be able to apply them. So we ended here in the previous part. We are going to go on and look at what 6.8 says. It says that use the pen node mode and key in the following text below the above node. Use black as the color and you are key in the text Jurassic. Right, so let's go on and do that quickly. We are going to come here in our OneNote. Then I'm going to go to draw over there. Then I'm going to select a pen. When you select a pen, you can be able to change the thickness of the point here. You can also be able to change the color of the ink that you're going to be using. So we are going to use black as instructed. Then that is, if you want all these options, you have to click on this small arrow. But if you don't need these options, you can just take the pen and start writing. So I'm just going to write here Jurassic. It's in capital letters according to the question paper, so we are going to write it in capital letters. The handwriting doesn't matter. It's just that I'm using a mouse and I'm not used to using a mouse when I'm writing Jurassic. So once we have written Jurassic, we go back to draw. Under draw, we are going to look for this pointer so that we can actually get rid of the pen. We are kind of putting away the pen by clicking on this arrow so that we can be able to come here and you can move our text around. Oops. You can be able to resize the text, and then you can also be able to move it around wherever you want it to be. So we're going to just keep it here. And let's go to the next question. The next question now says that attach the Jurassic Park movies. This is a file, right? In computer practice below the pen mode text as a shortcut. So we are going to just go to our notepad to do this. Then we are going to come here and take the file. You can go to insert. Under insert, you're going to just say file attachment, right? And the file attachment, we are going to be able to select the file. Remember, you must remember where these student files are saved on your computer. So make sure that you go to the correct folder in order for you to find the files. If you, for example, with my own computer, I've saved these files and let me see. I can be able to see that here or here. I'm going to be able to see the full path. So you can see here under the full path, my folder is in the desktop. Then inside YouTube channel folder, right? Then there is a folder called Computer Practice J 2025. Then inside that folder, I have student files. So this is where all these files are. So you have to also know where you are saving your work. So I'm going to just open it. Then here it will ask me, I'm going to say attach a file. So when I say attach a file, it will give me the file over there. Then let's move on to the next question. This is actually going to be 6.9. Right, so it's this is, we've done 6.1, it's going to be 6.10. It says that insert the content, copy and paste. We're going to use copy and paste for that. Jurassic Park movies below this shortcut. Center the content of this file in the container. Change the font to Arial Black 12 point and center the container horizontally in the page. So let's go on and complete this instruction. Now when you come here, these contents in this file that we just attached, you can actually open this file by right clicking and going to open, or you can go straight to where you have your files saved. For example, I have my files. On the desktop, I have a folder called YouTube. Inside the YouTube folder, I've got computer practice J2025. Inside J2025, I have student files. So inside student files, this is where I will find the file. So I can even open the file from there, right? Just double click or right click and open, but I just want to just open it from within our OneNote. So I'm gonna right click and click on open. So when I do that, I'm actually giving this warning that this file may be harmful to your computer. So you have to open it only when you trust the source. I trust the source because the source is my computer and it's myself. So I'm going to just open that file. After opening the file, then I'll see the text that is inside, and I'll just select all the text by pressing Control on the keyboard and then pressing A. It's going to select everything. Or you can come here from the beginning and drag like this. You click and hold the mouse button and drag so that you select everything, right? So I'm just gonna copy by Control C, or right click and copy, or you can use that copy over there. So yeah, those are the options that you have to do that. So now let's go and paste it in our OneNote. They said below our file, so I'm just going to paste this by pressing Control V, right? So remember, we have to change the font size and type of this particular text to Arial Black. So I'm going to go here. Currently it's an Arial, but we need Arial Black, so we're going to say Arial Black there. There you can see. If you don't see it, you can also come here and look for it from here. I have it there, so then you click there, right? Just unbold that one. And then now once we have done this, remember we need to center the content, and to do that we need to search for center here. So you can see that we have center, so we're just going to come here and select center, right? So this is the how we complete this one. And then what I'm realizing is that my text is not properly aligned. You can actually drag things around, you know, to align them properly. And then let's move on into the next question. So what does the next question say? They are saying that okay, we have just done that one. Go down, then insert the picture called Jurassic Park saved in computer practice below the paragraph, right? Insert a round shape around the picture to form a rounded border. So we are going to go back to our OneNote. Then in OneNote, we are going to come here and also and click, for example, here, and go on to insert. You can insert a picture, right? You can go to insert, and where is the one that says insert pictures? This is where we are. You can choose there. Then you choose from where you are inserting the picture. You are inserting the picture from your computer, not online, or not from the camera. From the camera, it means you are taking the picture that currently you can actually take a picture of yourself and install it and insert it. But we need a picture from our computer. It's already saved there. So we open the location where our picture is saved, right? So literally we say the pictures are inside our desktop, YouTube channel, computer practice, student files. This is the picture, Jurassic Park. So we just insert the picture. After inserting the picture, we were told this picture you can actually move it around to where you want it to be. We were told to also insert a rounded shape. So this is the oval shape that you're going to use. So we select that oval shape, then we drag it around our picture. We now have a border around our picture, right? Then we move on to the next question. What does the next question say? The next question says that insert a table consisting of 3 rows below this picture. Copy and paste the names of any of the the Jurassic movies into these 3 rows of the table. Center the table horizontally on the page. So we go on. We are going to insert a table now. So now when you go to insert a table, we are going to come here, then you say insert, then we choose table. remember you are inserting 3 rows. This is 3 rows that I'm selecting over there because the rows are going to be horizontal while its columns are vertical. So we are going to choose any of the 3 names from this list here and copy it. Then we come here and paste. We take another one that is different. We copy. We paste. We take another one. We copy. Then we paste. So we have collected all our videos. We can also center this one like that. You can see that it is centered in the container now. And then let's look at the next question. The next question says insert another shape on this OneNote page, this time a square shape, and use it to draw a border around all the content you inserted. So we need now to create something that will look like a page border, right? So we are going to select also our rectangle tool and actually draw the border around everything that we have inserted. So I'm just going to go here under draw. Under draw, I go and take the rectangle tool. After taking the rectangle tool, I am going to insert to draw this rectangle around everything that I have here. So it's gonna be acting like a what? Like a page border. So you can see now that everything has been surrounded by a border. So yeah, that's how you can do it. So now let's see the next question. So the next question says make a normal printout of this page, fit the page fit to page for all content, and make use of portrait orientation. So we're going to go and print the page. When you're printing, remember you go to file. Under file, you're going to see print. All right, it's very important that you first check what your document will look like before you print it, right? For example, if I go to print preview over there, you can see that it will show me what my document will look like. So you can see that my document is actually going to look like this. So it is showing me that I need to at least reduce the width of this particular border. To increase the margins here. I can go back and actually format this one. So you can see here portrait is selected. Make sure that you don't select landscape unless you are actually instructed to do so. Right, before you click on print, you know that this is how my document will look like. So let me quickly adjust this one a little bit so that it looks a little bit normal. Right, so now let's go back and go to print again. Then you go to preview. Then there we are. You can see what it now looks like. So you print this one, you submit, your name will appear, everything will be there. So you can see that those pages and sections when you're printing, they are not showing. That is the reason why we were asked to take a print screen on that other question 6.7, so that they see that you do have the correct sections and correct pages that you have inserted. So you must not forget to also print that Word document which we saved with a screenshot, right? So it's very important for us to remember that, right? We know that this document has been saved and you've printed it. Then you can go back to where you close the folder. Not before existing. What is saying? Close the following files opened outside of OneNote. Okay, remember we opened this file from within OneNote and the file is still open here. So they are saying I must just close it, right? So I've closed it. Now I can be able to close my document. And to print that document, remember where you saved it. You can go back to your folder where you have saved 6.7. This is the document. This is the one that will show the examiner that you have created the correct sections as instructed and the correct pages as instructed, right? It also shows with your examination number that this is actually your work, right? So you can also print this one, and there's another instruction that we need to remember here. For example, we've got a question number here, right? Having this question number, remember that we were supposed to have everything in area in font size 12. Currently we have font size 11. You must make sure that you change everything to font size 12 as instructed by the instruction for section B questions. So I'm just going to go back and open my OneNote quickly so that we confirm that we have properly set the font size. Okay, there's nothing except for this one. Let's see what the font size is for this particular note here, because it's supposed to be 12 as per instructions. So, okay, let's go there. It's not going to show me because it's selecting a lot of things and it's actually behind the, but you were supposed to make sure that mine, I did set it to 12 when I started in the first video. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you have learned how to answer these OneNote questions, and I hope you're going to benefit and pass your examination. That said, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press that bell icon so that you get notifications whenever new videos are posted. Goodbye, guys.